Feeling burnt out at work? Tired of everyday stress? Want to quit everything and run away? I hear you, and I'm here to help. Hi, I am Alina Goko, the founder of Soapy Mania, soap factory where we sell our products nationwide in the United States. I'm going to be sharing today with the techniques on how to increase productivity and decrease the stress level and keep it under the control most of the time. But before we start, please click subscribe button and like button so that you stay tuned for the next videos. All right, let's go. So in this fast-paced world, we are facing a lot of challenges, a lot of stress level on all the areas of our lives, whether you were self-employed, an entrepreneur, where you have a day job, or where you a stay-home mom. The things are changing so quickly around us that there's so much information, so much technology, so we gotta keep up and we are put in a lot of stress, and that's okay, and that's normal, but dealing with the stress is still a challenge for most of us, and every single person needs to know these easy steps in order to feel happier on a daily basis and try to keep the emotions under control. In the very beginning, I want to recommend 2 books that I find really important to read for the stress management, for the peace of mind, and these are the Emotional Intelligence. This is the book that I actually use daily, and I try to incorporate small ideas of emotional intelligence even into my 3-year-old son's life. I explain him the emotions that he is feeling. I give him ideas of how to deal with each of the emotion, and I try to explain him that it's okay to have the emotions. And another really good book for kids is The Grumpy Monkey, that states that it's okay to feel grumpy once in a while, but it's not okay to react and to express your emotions and to release your emotions at others. So this is emotional intelligence. It's very important to live a balanced life and to deal with people around you. Plus, once you start controlling your emotions better and understanding your emotions better and dealing with them, then it's going to be easier for you to process the challenges that life brings to you, and it's going to make your life way much easier. And the second book is Mind the Power by John Cahoe. It's a very old book, however, it's the book on how to stay happy overall, and I suggest everyone reads it. Those books are very easy to understand. They feel like they don't tell you much new, but they still reset your mind and train your mind on stay happy, stay positive, stay concentrated on important stuff in your life. This is just a suggestion to read and to incorporate in your life. So let's begin. If you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, burnt out, if you're in a position where you already have a super short fuse and cannot take any more, here are the steps that I suggest you to take. Number 1, plan your day. Well, planning the day is obvious. However, you need to take into consideration a few things. First of all, eat your frog at the very beginning, meaning the Brian Tracy's book. I'm talking a lot of books today for some reason, but taking wisdom from the best. Plan the heaviest, the most important, and the most difficult task first thing in the morning. When you plan your day, arrange it so that you do the most important, the most tedious, the most difficult, the biggest task at the beginning. I'm not saying that you jump out of your bed and start, doing something super crazy, but in your work day, in your planner, try to put the heaviest stuff first. And once you're done with these stuff, you feel like you've accomplished a lot already, and that uplifts you to do more, and the easier tasks are gonna be easier to complete. Also, when you plan your day, it is very important that you put your breaks, like lunch breaks or any little breaks, into the schedule, because if you don't, most likely you're gonna get swamped with something, with your emails or phone calls or anything, and you're gonna find yourself in the evening that you are super exhausted and there's still a lot to do, you're less productive, and the things that you could have done in 5 minutes are taking you like an hour. So that's why take your breaks, change the tasks. So let's say if you think that you're gonna be working on the emails most of the day, well, put like a little 5 to 10 minute walks around the house, or like if you can go outside, go outside. Or if you can, listen to the music, jump around, then it's also a good option. There is a Pomodoro method that you time yourself, you work on the task for 25 minutes and you take 5 minutes break. That's a good method. I personally do not like timing myself and being in the frame, but at the same time it stimulates me to be more productive, and it actually removes the distractions out of my way, so I don't, grab my phone and scroll social media while I have to reply on the emails. When I need to accomplish something, I do that. I try to stay on working tasks not more than an hour or two, just because your brain slows down and you are becoming less productive. So that's why plan your breaks, change your tasks, and eat your frog at the very beginning. Also, when you plan your day, and actually at the beginning of every important task, try to change your state. This is from Tony Robbins' trainings, and he says that you do everything at your peak state. When you are super energized, super uplifted, super strong physically and emotionally at this particular moment, and in this moment you make the biggest decisions, you accomplish the most important tasks. So if you're getting yourself ready to do something big, try to jump, try to dance, try to, do something quicker, some kind of like runner pose or something. Even just to stand in the power poses, they also set your brain on success, which makes actually your mind work more efficiently. And the tasks that you normally take like, an hour might take you like 15 to 20 minutes, because when you're in the peak state, your productivity level is at the highest. And this is technically what you want to do. You want to accomplish more in a shorter period of time, so that you have time to de-stress, to relax, and to enjoy life. So the next step is to relax, to find a way to de-stress, to decompress. And each and every person has its own ways to do that. Some of the people, they like laying on the beach. Some of the people, they like, reading books. Some of the people, they actually like action. So they like to climb a mountain. They like to run. That also brings you inner peace and inner joy. So find your joy, find the way that you distress, find something, find a hobby or several hobbies, and try to put them inside your schedule. If you don't put it in the schedule, then it's going to be harder to prioritize, and you always have work to do, you always have something more important to do, you always have family. However, this body runs the business. This body runs the family. This body runs everything around. And if you don't concentrate on yourself first, on your priorities, if you don't set your priorities first, then nothing is gonna work out, or everything is gonna be falling apart, and you're gonna be even more stressed. That's why putting yourself first is very important, and finding your joy, finding the things that relax you and brings you happiness is very important, and put them in your schedule. The next step is communication. So you need to learn how to communicate with people who you trust. Just to talk it out is important. Or I actually suggest not to dump your stress into your loved ones and into your family or into your friends, but hire a therapist, hire a coach, and work with them. I really believe that doing therapy sessions, even the short sessions, like 20 to 30 minute sessions, distress a lot, and you need to unwind yourself, or you need to just take it out of your brain. Some people like journaling, and this is also another way to dump it out. So don't distress on your loved ones, but find more eco ways to do that, but it's very important. Communication is very important. Talking, singing, screaming, doing something, not yelling at your kids or at your husband, but talking or screaming it out is very, very important, and it's also brings you a lot of freedom, inner peace. That's also part of the Tony Robbins peak state, because you scream, you jump, and you just set your brain on the high productivity mode, and you empty your emotions, you empty yourself. So yeah, this is also like part of the Tony Robbins technique to put yourself into a peak state. Also, communication can be achieved by participating in some kind of networking events, in some kind of groups like of interests where you share what's going on, and probably and most likely other people already experienced what you're going through right now, and maybe they have solutions. So look for these solutions by communicating with other people that you have this problem, and maybe they already done it before and they can give you some suggestions. So communication is very, very important. Don't keep it inside. Don't keep the stress and everything that's going on in yourself, because eventually you're gonna explode and it's not gonna be good for anyone, neither you nor your loved ones. And the fourth step is delegation. I really believe in it. This is my favorite topic to talk about. I can talk hours about it, about the importance of it. Delegation helps you avoid most of the stress that you're going to be going through. It's not going to solve all your problems, but at least there are going to be people that are backing you up, that you can rely on, then you can declutter yourself, and most likely they're going to be doing some of the tasks better than you. And I actually encourage people to find employees that are better than you at some areas. I have videos about delegation and you can watch them, or you can schedule a free consultation with me. Probably I can point out on the areas where you can delegate and where you can declutter your mind and your stress level at somebody else, and people are going to be happy to help you. And even if you don't have money for that, by paying them this little, but they're going to be taking so much out of your way, you're gonna be able to make more money, because you're gonna have so much free time and so much less stress on your plate. That's why I suggest like baby steps. If you have, I don't know, $100 a month, that means that somebody can work for you for like 5-10 hours remotely to do some stupid tasks that are draining you very much. So I suggest hiring at least a personal assistant that's going to be on a distance, and they can do like little chores of yours, and you're gonna have this peace of mind that you didn't spend time on these tasks, you didn't stress about this, you didn't deal with this phone call, you didn't have to stay on the line with the doctor's office or something, something that is not as important in your life. So that's why set your priorities and delegate the rest. You're gonna find a way to make more money in order to pay these people, and this is the only way to grow. Otherwise, you're gonna be super overloaded with the tasks, with the stress level, with everything, and it's gonna be very hard to get out of this loop. At the end, I want to point out that controlling your stress, controlling your emotions, and dealing with the challenges is a skill. The skill that anyone can train and achieve and can be successful at. That's why don't give up. Try to stay persistent, consistent, disciplined, and try to do the baby steps to achieve your goals. Do not stay alone. Communicate your problems with others and try to reach for help. If you have any other questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you find this video helpful, and I wish everyone a happy and healthy life with no stress at all.